Hi, so my name's Sam. I am the Deputy Head Teacher at Riverhouse Academy in South Goa. I've been living and working here for 6 years. It's a small international school of about 150 children that we have built from the ground up over the last 5 or 6 years. Schools in India are currently closed, so what I'm going to show you is where we have been teaching for the last year. Actually, we've been here since August last year, and it kind of looks like this. So at the moment, school is in here, accessed through this delightful little secret hole, which takes us round into where we've been teaching for the last year, essentially, while coronavirus has had schools in India closed. We moved to here. Because we're an international school, we normally have quite small numbers anyway, about 150 students. Obviously, lots of them went back to their home countries when the lockdown happened 14 months ago. And we moved here with about 35 children. So I'll show you around for what it's worth, and start with the lower end of the school. So this table over here is where our preschoolers, 5, 6, 7 of them, have lessons with their teacher. That's the front gate, actually, just up there. The front school gate, probably like you've never seen quite before. So yeah, preschool here. This is where our class 3 and 4 children sit and have their lessons. That's their whiteboard. That's their fan that keeps them cool in the 40-degree heat. Class 10, my class, live in here. They're quite creative, this lot, and quite territorial. Class 10. So literally 5 of them in this tiny little room here. A fan, a light. They've tried to brighten it up with some of their art on the wall. That is them. This is where our printer lives. That's how we do our printing and photocopying, our reprographics corner, if you might call it that. My whiteboard, my wardrobe, because obviously normally these are residential huts in the season. That's where our resources, textbooks and stuff live. Yeah, and then across the way, opposite there, that's where our class mixture of 5 and 6 live. This is our administrator's desk, the reception, if you like. Zelly works here, takes fees, administers first aid, takes temperatures and sanitizes hands, and so on. And that class live in there. That's our biggest class, so probably 10 of them in there, I think. And another 10 or so students in this final hut here. As you can see, these are the shacks at my boss's beachfront resort. So yeah, in here we have a mixture of class 7 and 8 and 9. Again, about 10 students. Same little setup, little group in the middle. Children sat around the edges, again, fans, whiteboard, resources. Again, they like putting their work on the wall. This is some stuff that the year 7s and 8s did about our visit to the local spice farm. We have managed to squeeze in a residential trip this year somehow. Took them to the local spice farm, waterfalls, which was fantastic. Some work they did on writing sports reports. There is AC in these rooms, but it doesn't work very well because the rooms aren't sealed, so we tend not to use that, and it is very, very hot. And that, ladies and gents, is kind of what our school looks like. We do have a proper school building that we built from scratch, and we cannot wait to move back up there. That's about 5 kilometres away. But for the time being, we're here under the shade cloths, protected from the coconut trees. And best of all, if I sneak back outside again, these are huts. Obviously we've got this little barrier here, so these huts are actually still being rented out at the moment, these 4. And right here, next to where we are, is this, which is why you won't hear any of us ever making the slightest complaint. That's Palolem Beach, that's where we live. So, thanks very much for following me around our school. Enjoy, thanks.